doesn't matter who stands up in front of him or who stands up and said they're going to score. Oh yeah, remember the Ronaldo save? We all remember this one, the infamous one, the Bruno Fernandes. We've seen the hot step and the skip, and now you add arguably the best number 9 in world football and Kylian Mbappé to his list. Oh yes, Caoimhín is balling right now. WTF stats of the week. Oh yeah, there are going to be some incredible ones in here to dive into. And you know, if I want to dive into some of these stats, you know that we need to dive into some of the ones that's the most extreme level, but I can't do it without my running mate. Yo, shout out to my boy, Mike Lahoud. We're going to close out the show properly, right?
Yes, sir.
We're going to close out the show properly, and we're going to start with this guy right here, Caoimhín Kelleher. Oh yes, I know, the background dancer that has turned around and promoted himself as to the main attraction, and what a week he has had. No, not in a Brentford shirt, no, in an Ireland shirt. Once again, he has showcased that he is the best penalty saver in world football. 6 of the 11 penalties that he's faced, he has saved in his senior career. Yeah, he's doing it on a consistent level. And he's not just doing it against scrubs though, Mike. He's doing it against the world's best. So it doesn't matter who stands up in front of him or who stands up and said they're going to score. Oh yeah, remember the Ronaldo save? We all remember this one, the infamous one, the Bruno Fernandes. We've seen the hot step and the skip. And now you add arguably the best number 9 in world football and Kylian Mbappé to his list. Oh yes, Caoimhín is balling right now, if that's the case for goalkeepers, or safe hands as they say, right? And I like him on a number of levels. He's been patient, waiting for this opportunity to showcase what he can do. He's been showcasing what he can do in this Ireland shirt, waiting for a number 1 jersey and a number 1 opportunity, and I'm now christening him the best saver of the penalties in world football. You agree? Yes or no?
I'm not going to disagree with you, because when you can step up and do this to a Cristiano Ronaldo, who is a goal-scoring machine, international level, the goal king, Bruno Fernandes, who before lately wasn't missing penalties for Manchester United, and then Kylian Mbappé on the biggest club competition when you're not even the number 1, you got my attention. I'm going to put this out there, and Irish fans, come at me if you don't agree with this. He has the potential to be better than Shay Given if he continues on this track in big moments when it comes to penalties.
Like I said, this stat is a fan's favorite for a reason, right? And we're going to change gears and switch gears real quick, because since we're going to dive into some of the incredible stats that we've had this week, you know we don't ever get a week without talking about this guy, Erling Haaland, breaking incredible amounts of records week after week after week. And what do you associate Erling with? Goals. Once again, the goals just rain in. Unlimited touches. But one thing that we didn't notice on a number of other occasions is missed penalty. I know they're only classifying it as 1. He technically missed 2 if you're looking at it with the real eye, but it doesn't matter, because he gets the goals that matters in the right moments. And this guy across world football, Mike, I'm running out of superlatives for how clinical he's becoming.
Generational talent, generational goal scorer, natural born goal scorer, anything you want to say. This is what's frightening. He had 6 shots, and you put 3 away in the back of the net. I mean, just looking at the last couple of matches, I mean, he's got 8 on the international level, but the big conversation now, Jaydee, is it him? Is it Harry Kane? I mean, who are you backing is the number 1 best striker in the world right now that's not named Kylian Mbappé?
It just depends on what I feel like I need from my striker. If I'm valuing currency and goals is the only thing I want, you cannot look past this animal. He is different level, especially when he picks up speed. There's nobody in the game like him. But if I'm looking for overall play, link-up play, diversity in terms of just being able to do a number of things on a football pitch, then Chingford's own Harry Kane deserves every bit of recognition that he does. But this is going to be an interesting boot. And no matter what they say, they do look out for each other. You started up up front, didn't you?
No, I started up front, and they were like, nah, he can't do it. So I went back this way. They put me in the middle of the park, defensive midfield at that.
I like it, but you know your currency is your goal. So they're definitely monitoring one another, but look at the minutes per goal ratio. Wow, speaks for itself. Let's switch gears one more time, because we're going to rattle through these. Oh, man, look at this. Ooh, okay, Mike. I got a little something for Mike, a little surprise. Since it's your first time on Numbers Don't Lie, we're going to give you a little trivia question.
Okay.
Right? Now, you look at this. Obviously, you've seen, I know you watched the world of football, and the UEFA qualifiers were incredible this week. If you were to hazard a guess, looking at the stats, what team do you think this is out of the 54 teams that are in these qualifiers?
So the big tell for me isn't just the goals allowed, because when I'm seeing this, with the conceded goals as of late, the defensive errors, there's only 1 team that's looked like a comedy show in terms of defensive errors, and I'm going towards the Mediterranean coast, and I'm thinking, is it the Azzurri?
Oh, I tell you what's so interesting. This is no lie. I have no idea who this is, by the way. Production have not told me either. I guessed as well. You know, we should screenshot and send this to our boy Marco.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be fuming. No, but Jaydee, the match against Israel, you had 2 own goals in that, and that was my tell for this in terms of key defensive errors per game. And it's just, wow.
Where have Italy fallen to? It doesn't matter, because we leave that for another segment, and I cannot wait to shout out to my boys Grella and all the rest of them. We know what time it is.
Okay, so I'm going to go into the host role and tee you up on this one. My first time, no problem. We're going to go guess the player, the national team edition. So I think you might know who this is, but it's a player who is on fire right now. We see the goals, 54 goals. He just recently became his national team's all-time leading goal scorer. When you think of the greats, you think of so many players. Most people wouldn't think his name, but he's in the conversation. Who is he?
Come on, man. You know who it is. We don't need to say his surname anymore. We just call him by his first name. Memphis, Memphis, Memphis. That's what I say. And I tell you what, we spoke about it on Morning Footy. We've spoken about it across the world of football. I've seen him trending all week, and rightfully so, because he has eclipsed some of the greats that are on this list. And I do always start with the person who laid the foundation in terms of Johan Cruyff. And you go up through the list, the Ruud van Nistelrooys, your Ian Robbins, your Huntelaars on here, Patrick Kluivert, who we see now his next generation of superstars coming through and shining, and of course the Iceman Dennis Bergkamp. But top of the list from now until the rest of time, until someone says they're going to break this record, is Memphis, Memphis, Memphis. You say his name 3 times, you might make a wish at the end of it. Yeah, so congratulations to him though, because he isn't just top of the list in terms of goal scoring, he's also top of the list in terms of assists. That really shows how consistent he has been for his country and maybe not necessarily for his clubs.
It's been outstanding to watch him grow. You remember the young boy we saw that was at PSV, 2014 World Cup came in. You saw something different in him. Man-child coming in, banging in goals from a young age. What I love about Memphis Depay is he's his own person, right? He's autonomous. He's not going to play by anyone but his rules. And looking at the names on this list, in the box, in the final third, it's a testament to his mentality and the mental shift. Now he has to take his team 1 or 2 steps further in the World Cup because he's got to deliver.
And there's no way that we can finish off our WTF stats of the week without referring to someone who created history. And not just an individual, but incredible team performance. Oh yes, I was actually on the broadcast when Austria faced San Marino, and 10 goals is an incredible feat. Yeah, don't rub your eyes, don't adjust your volume. You heard it, 10 goals. But when you look deeper into the stats, everybody got a goal contribution. And I will say, it's deeper than just this. This is the first time this has occurred in men's football. Across our SOFA, across all of the stats in terms of from SofaScore, the 8 million matches that they've registered, this is the first time that every outfield starter has got a goal or an assist in the men's game. That is an incredible feat. I know if you're sitting there on the side like Ralph Ranieri, you're like, yeah, this is me. This is what I've created. Because there's no better way to turn around and showcase team football than that. Every single person feeling like they want to contribute, and definitely doing so in an incredible game.